So hello, it's me again. Like like we established last time, Deep again. If anybody missed the joke, I missed it. I liked it. It was quite nice. So it's 7:30 in the morning. Again, these long pauses, I really I really am tired of cutting these long pauses of myself. This is embarrassing. Like I don't have words in my head, and this is quite unpleasant, to be honest. I wanted to talk about music, talk about my interests, my thoughts, and I specifically don't want to write scripts, but I think I have to try it once at least. Maybe it will be better because my words are simply don't want to come up in my head. Not just my words, any words to describe anything that I want to describe. So last time, I'm speaking as if I'm a teacher, and last lesson there were 3 songs that we discussed. Can we move on to another lesson? This is just, I am a teacher, yes. I have this teacher's behavior, almost like reflexes in me. So it will be great if there will be any of you that will enjoy and take something from my talking. Not very profound, not very elegant as I initially wanted it to be. So, in order... Oh, what's that? Oh, interesting. In order to give me and also you, if there is any you that watching this, some space and time to evolve, maybe I decided to discuss my playlist from top to bottom, and if this will be going, meet in the middle. Like last time we discussed the last three songs that I added to my playlist, fresh songs, and so today I want to continue the previous topic again, like a lesson. Yeah. Well, hello, welcome to my TED Talk. Welcome to my podcast with my cat that is chilling in the windowsill. Yeah. He ate, so he's fine. I should probably call this podcast D with the cat. Is this even podcast? How do you define podcast? Is podcast like two people talking, like several, or is this counting as talking like me through camera to you? I think it is. It's some communication. It's some kind of communication for sure. Yeah, Geralt, as always. Um, yeah, where were I? Yeah, this is some kind of communication, not direct, but on demand, I think. Yeah, communication on demand. There is an opportunity, a proposal for communication, and yeah, you as a viewer has all the consent in the universe, whether you want it or not. And speaking about consent, as in sex, it should be your consent. Watching something is withdrawal as well. Maybe that's a great analogy. I just think about it. Like you saw a headline, you thought, oh, that's interesting. You play the video and it's like total bullshit, and you're like, oh no, and you withdraw your consent to watch this. You close the window and go, for example, to watch some TikToks or another video to make yourself feel better if the video was unpleasant. So the same goes to, the same should, and is the only rule, be applied to having sex. At first you may agree, but if you change your mind, you 100% are allowed, not allowed, it's your right to stop everything and go home, or like whatever, send your partner. Fuck, I can't say this word. I don't understand why. For some reason, I just can't pronounce this word. I began to stutter. Maybe because I'm shit at pronouncing sound or R. And in this word, it's like too many R's. This kind of the same situation with the word person. Also starting with a quite difficult sound P, person, especially if your lips are sticking together. But and partner, oh, fuck, you see, partner. That sounds awful when I say it. Sorry. Where I? Linguistic nerd, because I was trained. Is this kind of training? Yeah. Linguistically, not to say, like, to put it more broad. Yeah, I'm linguistically educated, and I find similarities in talking about words and like how they go together and how they don't go together. So, music. Last time I tried to discuss and to promote maybe three songs of the particular artists. This time I want to finish what I didn't finish then, because the footage was lost, because the camera died, and I kinda want to stick. It will be not always possible because I want to go, like my playlist goes in order not to shuffle anything to myself, for myself. No, in order everything. What? In order everything is in order to be in order. Order. The judges. Interestingly enough, I really just want to talk because I don't talk to anyone about things in my head that are really important. So excuse my long side paths, side walks of my thoughts, and because it's genuinely the way I think, and because I usually tend to think in associations, and one association leads to another and another, and you may begin the conversation with for example cooking, and end it with, I don't know, religion, for example, because the way of thinking is unthinkable, almost. Yeah, it just happens. I wish I could ask you some questions, and I wish I could hear your immediate response, because it's nice to have what it's called a response. Yeah, fact. It's nice to have a response to your words and have a conversation about one specific topic and then go to another one. But again, as your associations go, you can start with one thing and end completely on another note. Besides, I don't know if it is noticeable, but my t-shirt, the skull on my t-shirt has piercing. Yeah, I'm so badass. I have piercings, and my t-shirt have piercings right in the skull. Yeah, and the t-shirt is also glows in the dark. I just love it. So it's in its funny accessory. I haven't seen it anywhere, so I just wanted to talk about it a little bit, to pay attention to it. So I would ask you, and I hope that wasn't heard, this woman screaming on the street. By the way, all the street sounds, if you hear anything, which you can, are from the open window, and I'm on the 9th floor. So if you hear some people talking, they're talking on the street, and I am on the 9th floor. So you basically hear underground. Consider the height of the building. And funny enough, if someone sneezes walking past in the street, we will hear it. And when we have friends here, someone sneezed in the street, and here someone said to me or to someone else, "Bless you," and I went nobody sneezed here. They were confused, like what? And I said it was in the street. So yeah, nice soundproof buildings. Yay. Also, my parrot, found somebody's because of the way she screams. Again, we can hear her being in the first floor by the door, by the entrance. We can hear her screaming here. So she screams so loudly that it can be heard from all the length of the building. And I'm wondering just what neighbors are thinking. But because of her screaming, she found two parrots living or either to the left block or to the right block, and they are talking to each other, and this is fucking hell. Because if she's alone and she screams, like my ears are physically in pain. And these are two parrots. Bless their ears, their parents' ears. Maybe their ears are not so gentle as mine, because I have also some level of hearing loss. But this bitch, little, she screams like fucking hell. And apart from her name, her like traditional official name, I call her dictator. And captain, because she screams, oh my god. Okay, it sounds like I just wanted to vent about my parrot. I want now ask you a question about what you want to talk about, but I can't I can't get your immediate response, so I guess we're starting with my talking about everything. I'm sorry. Maybe besides, I need to do the subtitles, because even I can't sometimes hear what I am talking about. Interesting. The camera said you should shut up. Even my camera is tired of listening to me. Yeah, I get it. Everyone wants to talk about themselves. I get it. I will listen. I always listen, because it's very important to share your thoughts and in general your personality with someone else. It's very important to discuss your feelings, emotions, what are your plans, and so on. But sometimes when you're really feeling down, you want to somebody just ask, how are you doing? And it rarely happens, because people are so used to see you listening to them that they don't acknowledge that you might have a need to be listened to as well. Yeah, it's a pity. So people like me have maybe 3 ways. Oh no, have 3 ways, like have several coping mechanisms. Yeah, basically it is coping mechanism. Talking to myself, talking to self out loud, just in the flat, in the apartment. Oh, again, new word that I can't pronounce. I should make a vocabulary. Okay. Flat. Stick to the flat. Talking to yourself out loud, the first. Then talking to your imaginary friends, like I do always from the beginning of my life. And is this a word in English? Sublimation. Talking to the camera and hope that somebody will relate and you will connect. Also very pleasant breeze from the window, from the street. Nice. So, how about, are we, like, in my country we say, are we sitting good? Like, are we good just talking to each other, not considering any topic, just about life and just chattering? Or like we do really need to talk about music? This I haven't finished my thought about that. I wanted to first do the more fresh music and then the more late, but I knew that I always want to, in every discussion, I want to include at least one song, piece, or something musically done music, maybe something about music from Belarus or from Belarusian people, from my people. And today, no, it was yesterday, I saw on TikTok, and I firstly saw it on YouTube, but I didn't watch it because for some reason I didn't want to. But I saw the discussion on TikTok and I came to YouTube to watch it. The new song of Belarusian band Leibonik, and they made like an homage to the immigrant song, because their song from Leibonik also is called Immigrant Song, and it's about Belarusians who were forced to leave our country due to everything, basically everything that's happening here, due to repression, due to politics, due to war, everything, just to save themselves. Yeah, everyone, I like some from time to time to check I generally check the comment section, and everyone in the comment section crying, either because they left Belarus and they miss family, friends, and basically their life here, and the other is grieving about the friends who left, wishing it would never happen. It's basically a song about how they left for several months and it ended up being several years, and it's so heartbreaking. The clip, the clip, is that the word? Is great. It's very funny made. Leibonik himself. Is it himself? Their YouTube channel is called by his name, so I don't know if there is only he in the group. So he is nice and kinda simple, but very speaking for itself. He stands at the different streets of some of the most popular cities where Belarusians escaped to, and just almost talked through the song lyrics, and watching people in the background doing some funny stupid shit. Someone shows hearts, someone dancing, clearly do not give a fuck or do not understand, and it's kind of tragic and funny because the lyrics is heartbreaking, the topic is heartbreaking, and the people on the background just having fun. Also, I just thought it's an amazing metaphor. If people don't relate to what's happening to you, if they don't understand, they will just dance in the background and there is no one to blame. Yeah, kinda nice and very sad. Yeah. It's hard to say I wish that never happened, because many things changed for some people for the best, and this is great. So I encourage you to listen and to find it on YouTube and to listen. I think even if you don't understand the language, because it's in Belarusian, the manner of singing and the song itself, the music, will captivate you. Yeah. Maybe because they called immigrant song in English. Yeah, in English, immigrant song, because yeah, everyone is an immigrant now. Everyone is an immigrant. So it's a song about everyone, about all of us. And this is sad and beautiful. As always, sad things are beautiful, and beautiful things are always sad. It doesn't mean that there are no other categories, but things can be beautiful and funny and sad and everything else. But I just watched a bird and I'm sorry. I got lost in my thoughts. Yeah, so this is kind of what we are dealing with right now. I hope you will check the song out, and I hope you will like it. Also, I hope someone makes a translation, a good one. I'm sorry, I just saw in the mirror the back of the one of the sexiest man out there. It's a character from Full Metal Alchemist. It's Roy Mustang. I have a poster, and yeah, kind of nice. Speaking about this is funny. Wow. My next song that I wanted to talk about was related to anime. This is not intentional. I just say whatever I pick up from my surrounding, that my eyes laid on this reflection, and I just want to talk about. Yeah, I talked about this song in the previous video, which is lost, the footage of which was lost, and again saw I heard this song from the TikTok. As I understood, it was a collab maybe from Rustage and the second contributor was the it I maybe it's a group, maybe it's one person. Can it be a group of one person? Maybe not. Maybe no. I struggle with this pronunciation. I heard them saying in the other song, but it's TOPHAMHAT-KYO, TOPHAMHAT-KYO, TOPHAMHAT-KYO. So this Rustage plus TOPHAMHAT-KYO, the song called Alucard Rap Blood. So as I understood, like in the middle part of the song there is like Alucard's laughter. Alucard's. Is this anime called Alucard? No, I think it's not. I think the one of the main characters is Alucard, but something about blood, because Alucard is a vampire, so this Alucard rap calls blood. I really don't know. I really don't remember the name. Alucard. What I do know, and this is like unbeatable for me, that Lady Integra from this anime is the fucking best. Like Alucard, in comparison to her, just lame. Emo boy, sorry. Lame emo boy. Just like a person and a vampire with anger issues, but her, oh my god. If you haven't I don't know why I decided to eat a cherry. Maybe it's because I'm talking about vampires. I was not planning on doing mukbang, but again, you never know. You never know. I really don't understand why I did it. They did that. I'm sorry. That was strange. So maybe the anime is called Alucard. I don't know. So if you want, if you don't, if you haven't watched it, just type Alucard and the Google knows. The Google will give you everything. So he's like boss. Lady Integra is his boss. And oh my god, she's so hard to describe her in the more or less adequate language. She's not just gorgeous. She's a goddess. Okay, yes, just she's fucking great. She's amazing. So about the song, that's called again Alucard Rap Blood. I hope this is the right name. The combination of British English and the fastest Japanese rap that I heard is just wow. The first part is the British guy, and the second is that TOPHAMHAT-KYO, and you don't expect to be the second part to be that fast. The change in music and tone and mood. Again, my camera decided to have a break. Maybe we all should be like my camera and have a break. So just to finish with this song, the first part Rustage, it is like staircase, almost, like in my imagination, because the rhythm and rhymes are very square and straightforward. Like it's straight line then changes, straight line then changes, and it's very repeatable and very easy to track, and it's because of that it's very pleasing, and like he has really nice rapping skills. But then if it was like this, like a staircase, a ladder, the second part where the Japanese creator sings, it's like a fucking circle, and it's very interesting how the texture of the of the song changes because of the language. The music is still the same, because of the language and the artist. Like it's the personality of the artist, like very square and sharp angles. These words I was looking for. Yes, sharp angles. And the second part is like going in circles in very fast speed. I like this change. It's very unpredictable. Well, if you will listen to it after my words, you will know about it. So it is predictable, but you still don't know how the song sounds. You just heard me explaining it as okay as I could. If you are okay with my how to say, my words universe, how I put words together. Exactly. I forgot another thought from the beginning, that I wanted to try writing a script. My fear about writing a script is because I don't know to do it, because I will also always look to the paper, like what this is I said, this is I don't said, I didn't said, like to not to miss any word. And I fear that it will be like you are reading out loud the assignment for your science class, like this was built in this year and it was great. And also the fear that I missed some words, didn't say something, so it's just another what another pressure, this pressure that I can't extract words normally. And that's why you always constantly hear, as it called, brain sounds like and long pauses and so on. Even if I try to cut as much as I could, it's plenty of this shit that stays, and it's really hard to listen to, and I acknowledge it, and I'm sorry for that. And huge, immense thank you for those who can stay with me with this problem communication. I hope I will get better at this. So the first problem is that I can't extract many words on the spot, and the second, if using a script, I will be afraid of missing something, and I will be afraid that my delivery okay, yeah, we professionals here, we deliver. Also, I just again remember the joke, deliver is like to extract a liver from somebody, deliver, like decompose, deliver. I always smile at this when I remember, when this pops up in my head. Yeah. What did he do? Deliver. Oh, I'm sorry. No, he brings the packages. Oh, I thought he was missing a liver. Yeah, sorry. I hope you found that fun, as I am. I like strange puns. Strange puns, wordplay. Yeah, I choose the wordplay, and I lose. This exactly me. So relatable. So again, honestly, this kind of like this is what's happening now. Feels like really more authentic to jump from theme to theme, from topic to topic, because this really how my brains work, and this really feels like a genuine conversation, like a genuine true conversation with me, like how it will be held if we would talk in person. I hope that was that was what? That was clearly seen. Oh, so we talked about Rustage and Alucard's rap. Another I wanted to talk about is interestingly enough, a song from Smash Into Pieces feat Moncho. I hope I pronounce it correctly, Moncho, called Lullaby. I didn't think I would like something like that, but I did, and I like it very. So to finish everything, because the camera is tired, you are tired, I will try to get you as much information about these artists as I can. I mean, if I found the video clips, I will try to add them, or just their names. So I wanted to thank you from the bottom of my every organ. No, that's stupid. Really huge thank you if you watched like half a minute or several minutes or even a second. Thank you. It means a lot, because the most precious thing we can give another people is our time. So thank you again for your time, any of your time, and comments and everything. If you want to join the discussion, I will be happy. If you don't, it's okay, I understand. And maybe if you want me to react, maybe, or to talk about your favorite pieces of music, or basically anything, I can talk about literature. I have this like to the ceiling length, and this is bookcase full of books that I read. Not everyone. I have like 80 that I didn't read. I numbered them, but everything else I read, and there is fucking plenty of literature. If you want me to talk about that, I will gladly do so. And I haven't finished my previous thought, as you probably guessed it, yes, as I usually do. If you want to react or talk about your favorite songs, just drop them, their names, your artists. Yeah, I will appreciate it.